Hello, we are live. Hey Wascals, Wascals in here already. Higgy's here! Hey Higgy, how's it going, man? You ready for some Pig God? "30 red or green spells. That'll do, won't it?" He says, "It's going good, my dude. Fancied watching DayC crush some nerds with piggies." Well, we will see. We will see. We are sat at Gold 3 at the moment. We took a few L's towards the end of yesterday. We started off really well, got up to Diamond 2 from Diamond 4, and then the season switched over and it kind of threw me off a little bit, so hopefully trying to make up some ground today. I'm feeling a lot less tired today than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was just making, like, you know, silly mistakes, so we'll see how this goes. We're en route to our next Mythic Wildcard as well. I think we're probably going to get another God Ronus to put in there for the double power, the Vigilance, and the Death Touch. I think we probably take this. Cheers for the sub, Higgy. Appreciate it, man. You make that makes 11 with you. So we are not far off 15. Once we get 15, we get our second emote. I appreciate it, man. It's very kind of you. So even though we haven't got any ramp here, we do have a lot of mid-range creatures we can go into. The problem with best of one is you never know if this is going to happen, basically. If they're going to go mono red, or you don't know what a mountain means, right? And you can't go into the second game or the third game with the sideboard and knowing what they're going to play. So I think can we throw the root bound down? We probably just pass here, and then I think the Gruul Spellbreaker comes down with the counter on it. We put 2 of those down with the counter on it, and then maybe try and back it up with a Domri, or if we get another land, maybe a Phoenix. He's going to hit us a little bit hard here. Higgy says, "Is Mono Red still a decent deck with the new set?" From what I can tell, I mean, it works well against me because it takes me time to get creatures out, but from what I can tell, for the most part, there seems to be, like, better decks coming around. Stuff like Rakdos is pretty good. They have like this little. They use Judith, and they have like lots of sacrifice, deal 1 damage, or if something dies, deal 1 damage, or draw a card, or stuff like that. And all these little things combo off to make like sort of like a stronger army kind of deck. He probably has something here, so I'm going to block anyway, because that's what it's there for. It's there to slow him down. That's fine. Get that shock out of the way. We're going to trade here anyway. Oh! Oh, he has first strike! Okay, I missed that. I missed that. We will go... We'll go for another one. We'll go for another one. Higgy says, "I'm very likely to swap out my mono red to something that's still aggro focused but has more options than just throw your hand at their face and hope you're fast enough." Well, Pig God. Pig God's here. You also have mono blue. Mono blue's still strong. And Rakdos is pretty good. There is green-white tokens is pretty good. Simic Stompy is seeing a lot of play. Look at that triple shock. That's what I want to see. It's triple shock. So yeah, I think this game's probably over now. I can't really see a way that it gets fixed, but we go Phoenix. He's got 1 card in hand. We'll throw out the breeding pool tapped, and then maybe we can get a Krasis. So we can get like a big Krasis on the next turn and try and build our life up a little bit. Playing blue. Who do you take me for? A pagan. So we can't block the Chain Whirler. Because it's got the first strike. What has he got in hand? What has he got in hand? There's a version of this deck that I'm running now, like, but it's blue, green, white. Oh, really? More damage? Okay, sure. 3, 5, 7. I think we take it. I think we do no blocks. And then we go Hydroid Crisis on the next turn, because we get the blocker here, so we've got a second blocker. And then we can Hydroid for 4. That gets us 2 life and 2 cards. Puts us out of range of a Lightning Strike. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. No attacks. No, you've got a Hinterland Harbour there, and a mountain, and a Llanowar Elf. We can throw Domri down to try and attack with stuff next. He might just have damage here, to be honest. Why did that show the attack animation twice? If he has damage here. Ooh. So he can play this, and I'm forced to give him the cards. So I'm forced to give him the cards or I lose. And then he might just have Lightning Strike anyway and win. Which he does. But you can see, like, if I'd have had one Llanowar Elf in my opening hand then, I would have won that game. Like, he wouldn't have even got anywhere close to what I was doing then. So that's a bit of a shame, bit of a slow start. But we'll go on to the next one. Generally, I don't really have a problem against mono red if they get like a biblically like good start. Like yesterday, we saw triple Steamkin Runner with triple shock, and that's a win in any situation against any deck kind of thing. Keep this. We got Llanowar, we got Incubation Druid, we got Domri. If mono red gets the nut straw, it's really hard to stop, but it seems so inconsistent. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's making sure you get that, like you said, that nut straw. So let's see what this guy's got. What's he got? Okay, he's playing Esper. Let's get our Domri down. Domri stops counter spells with his +1. So getting him out on the play, turn 2, early against Esper is a very kind of like, it's a power move, man. It's a power move.
Have at it, boys.
Counter on this. And then Incubation Druid. So we've got our ramp now. The ramp is out. I am going to +1 Domri. But I'm not going to use this Finale of Devastation yet. I'm going to attack with Llanowar Elf and Spellbreaker to get that 7 damage in, and then I'm going to hold up Incubation Druid's Adapt. Noodle says this isn't Minecraft. This isn't Phil's channel. What are you talking about? So I'm hoping he goes to kill the Spellbreaker here on turn. He doesn't. He goes for Vraska's Contempt, which is fine too. I mean, I'm going to go for an adapt and then go for a massive finale of devastation here. So that gives us 3 extra mana. There we go. So we can go 1, 2, 6, 7. So we probably want to go for 6. X is 6 and then pull out Carnage Tyrant. Or do we even do that? Is that even the best thing to do? I don't think it is. I don't think it is, you know. I think we get another Domri down. I think we get another Domri down. And then we can hold Finale of Devastation. Because he's just spent a turn getting rid of that. He clearly doesn't like it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That was the move. That was the move. And if we go Carnage Tyrant, throw that out, hit him in the face, that sets him up for a Kaya's Wrath, where he essentially obliterates the field, and we have no steam left at all to play with. So, like, we don't have anything then. The Noodle has a big brain plays. Well, you know, sometimes it's about just taking a moment and thinking about what's going on the field. Why did he get rid of that thing? GG Backer, how's it going, man? Good to see you back in here. Another Tamio. It's like my 6th Tamio. He was very good in the new Jace self-mill deck. If you haven't played against that Higgy, you are going to love that. Basically, Tamio and the new Jace. New Jace says if you draw a card whilst you have no cards in deck, you win the game instead of losing it. So basically they just have loads of fog. They throw everything back to their owner's hands, and then they just self-mill themselves until they win. Higgy says, self-mill, God has abandoned us. I know, it's shocking, mate. Baka says, you stopped streaming yesterday just as I finished up playing and wanted to watch. How dare you? I know. It was a little bit of a... we were a little bit tilted yesterday, so cut it off straight at 9 and went to bed. Well, actually, no, I didn't go to bed. I stayed up and wrote the whole, like, thing. So if you do ! Deck, the deck command, I've written, like, a whole fucking thing for that deck. It's got, like, a review and matchups and, opening hands and card selections and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff that we've worked on, you know, that we've all worked on together, but... did get a comment on the Magic deck building Reddit. Actually, somebody else has tried it with. They said they were having fun with it, but they tried it with Vivian's Arcbow. But they hadn't thought about the Kiora Bioessence combo. So you know, this isn't the only version of the deck. There are other versions out there. I can't wait to see this deck analysis on Channel Fireball. Hey mate, if Luis Vargas wants to come and, you know, analyse my deck for standard, by all means, but he's a limited player anyway, isn't he? So maybe he's not interested in that kind of thing. Right, let's make this a positive run now. Let's try and get up gold, get into platinum. That'd be pretty cool. He's an LSV, that limited scrub player. He did. He's been doing well at the constructed stuff recently, though, hasn't he? I'm sure he has. So this is okay. We've got 2 sets of ramp here, and we've got the Gruul Spellbreaker, so we've got things to do in the meantime. Even if things go wrong, we can draw into more lands and play Spellbreaker. So I think we keep this, we go Stomping Ground, out tapped, into Incubation Druid. Oh, in fact, we'll go Breeding Pool, out tapped. It looks like he's doing the same. Look at that with the mirror plays. Every time I watch a PT, top 8, he's there, so he must be doing well. He's a fantastic player, absolutely fantastic player. Let's go Rootman Crag into Incubation Druid. He's playing Sultai, so he's black instead of red. we will go. Let's try and make this as efficient as possible. So we will play... Can we play Domri? Will he let us? He will. So we'll play Domri, and then we'll +1 for a Lanoir. And then we'll Stomping Ground that tap so we don't have to take that damage. I don't know how stompy his deck's going to be, so, you know. We can actually get Carnage Tyrant out next turn.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you. I think you will find my notes helpful.
Ooh, he's 4-color. Okay. So the white... What's the white for? I wonder if this is the Jace deck. I wonder if this is like a version of Self-Mill. Got it already. Yeah, no, that came out quick, that, didn't it? Wow, what on earth? Is... Okay, so he's like ramp, but he's like Esper ramp with green, I guess?
Have at it, boys.
Let's make this really difficult for him. Does he have a board wipe? That's the question. He's got something. Mr. Fairy. Teferi can't get rid of Carnage Tyrant though, so he's gonna die. This is a spicy looking deck. Which one, mine or his? His is looking pretty spicy. I don't know how he's managed to do this, like. He's managed to get, like, 5 lands out, plus Teferi, plus Tamiyo. So I think we need to deal with this, don't we? Let's go for an attack. Let's get rid of Teferi. This is the Jace deck. So this is what he does. He just does Root Snare, you know, all of that kind of stuff, and then he'll get to 6 mana, and he'll just throw out like this 6-cost spell that chucks everything back to their owner's hand. I don't know how to beat it. This is the problem. If he's ahead of me, I don't actually know how to beat this deck. So this might just be like a futile thing, really. Did we get a +1? No, we can get a +1 here, can't we?
They can only punish you if they catch you.
So does he have... This deck is mad. It's absolutely mad.
The storied past.
So he's got another Root Snare because he can bring it back with Tamiyo. I don't think this is winnable at all. I don't think it's winnable. But I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to beat it, other than just conceding. Because if Teferi gets to 8, I'm screwed. Gift of Paradise. He holds up 2 mana. Well, he doesn't need to because this can add 2 anyway. Don't mess it. Yeah, man. I was supposed to install another thing, but as well, I was supposed to be doing like a stat tracker thing, but I ended up watching Game of Thrones instead. Yeah, I guess we just go for it, don't we? That's all we can do, really. Yeah, there's Root Snare. So you can do this for another turn. So he plus 1s, goes up to 7. Minus 2's this on his next turn. Minus 3's this, sorry, on his next turn. Pulls back Root Snare. Then I attack again. He nullifies it, and then I go to, and then he goes up to 8. Yeah, this is over. This is just like, it's because it's unwinnable. He can consistently enough return that card to his hand with enough time to get literally any other card in his deck. If he has any other kind of like removal, yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Higgy says this is rivaling eggs in how bull this deck is. It's, I don't know if it's bullshit. I think in best of 3 there's going to be ways around it, but in best of 1 you come across this deck and it completely shuts down anything. Like, you have to be playing aggro to get some kind of damage out, and I still don't think they excuse me, I still don't think they have enough damage in something like red deck wins to like to push through enough damage before they can even, like, you know, nullify it and bring it back and nullify it again. It's quite mad. If that deck starts to take over, we might see changes to standard, because when a deck like that really gets, or at least to best of 1 anyway, a bit like we did with Nexus of Fate, because when a deck like that gets going and everyone starts to play it, and you all just sit there playing like blue self-mill against each other or whatever, it becomes boring for most players, you know. So, but we'll see. We'll see if people pick it up anyway. It seems to be pretty popular right now. Bacchus says, don't ask about the single copy of Arboreal Grazer. Yeah, I know, man. I need to get rid of it. But I'm not too worried about that deck at the moment. We'll see. You know, he still has to get the Tamiyo out. He still has to get the Teferi out, and he still has, or the Jace. And then can I just have like a hand where I just play my normal game, please? That'd be just sweet. So first, I didn't get any red. Second, I didn't get any untapped land for the Lanoir. And then, you know, this happens. So this is too slow a start again. It's too slow a start, I think. If he's playing Esper, we'll be okay, but
Where do you see my mate? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
so we can get Incubation Druid out next. And then we can do not much after that, really. Gift of Paradise. This is the same deck again, so this will be the Jace stuff.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
So I'm gonna hit him in the face. I'm getting this creature out with a lot of power now, so that I can hit whatever Planeswalker he puts down, in the hopes that he taps out and then, like, he can't, like, prevent the damage. Oh my goodness. Sure. Sacrifice Domri, I think. Discard a card. Probably Hydroid Krasis, seeing as we got 2, I think. And we haven't got any blue. Yeah, he's playing this deck. This is a really odd card to play as well. Destroy target artifact creature enchantment, so he just destroys the Spellbreaker. Yeah. Rekindling Phoenix out. He's got another -3 on this. It's not going well, is it? It just doesn't feel like it's going very well at all. I think we might make some deck changes after this. He gets the Domri, but the Domri isn't too great for him, really. I'm sure he doesn't want... okay. I don't think we can win this. Yeah, we need deck changes. We need deck changes. The ladder's changed and we need to change our deck accordingly because this isn't good enough. Yeah, no, that's just gone. It's way over. Sitting with a Carnage Tyrant and a creature I can't... But 2 creatures I can't play in hand and only 3 lands out. It's over. So yeah, so those colours are the flavour of the month, definitely. Pretty obnoxious. I don't know how we're going to get around them. This is going. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this Arboreal Grazer. It's going. So what can we play in our colours? What have we got? I don't really want to put any more blue in, so I'm going to take blue out. I'm fine with the amount of blue that we have. I'm wondering if we should put in some like selection like Bond of Flourishing. It's not really that fast though, is it? Does that fit into our tactic? It feels like I want to try it, but it feels like it doesn't really fit into the tactic that we're trying to build towards, if you know what I mean. What am I thinking about? Growth Chamber Guardian. Growth Chamber Guardian might be a shout. How have I got this many Growth Chamber Guardians? Do you get those 2 packs or something? So we've got all of our Incubation Druids in. I don't really want any more mana tapping creatures. I just want other things to do in that early phase. That's the Vivian's Arc Bow. Discard a card. Look at the top X card of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. That might work, you know. I think that works. Because even though we're sacrificing a card from our hand, we could get quite aggressive with the Vivian's Arc Bow. Also gets around counter spells. Interesting. Like if we haven't got blue, we could sacrifice something like a Hydrate Crisis that we don't need at that time, and go and pick out something that we actually need. I'm going to put Vivian's Arc Bow in. I quite like that. So it takes us up to 3 searches. So what else have we got in here? I think the rest of the deck works just fine. It's just a case of getting there with it. Yeah, let me change that on there. Tapped out. So can we do like... I'm sure there's a way you can like put changes on here. On tapped out. And look like it. No worries. Vivian's arc bow. Yeah. Yeah, because even if we like... It'll be interesting to see how much stuff this actually hits, you know. Top each card, you may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. So we could realistically just hit it for 6 and get nearly anything. Let's try it. Let's try it. See how it goes. I see Memphis lurking. You in there, Memphis? How's it going, man? We get some kind of ramp here, so we'll take this. Really need to reinstall this game. That lag is really bad. A mono red shock. Go straight for the shock. Oh, it's like it's happened a million times before. So what changes watching some other stream? Some other stream? What? Basically we're about to get crushed by mono red. We took out the grazer for the Vivian's arc bow, so that we can try and search for stuff. So he has another shock up, right? He's going to hit with the runaway, and he's going to hope that I block, and then he's going to shock it when I do block, because the runaway needs to die. Yeah, so Vivian's arc bowbacker is going to hopefully give us a little bit more selection in certain games. He didn't go for it. Okay. He's deciding whether he wants to block, but I don't know that's going to happen. Wizard's Lightning. Sure. Packer says, yeah, Trackmania Street. Oh man, Trackmania. I haven't played that in years. Years and years. Where's the shock? So I made a huge mistake, didn't I? Another huge mistake. Pyromancer's out. So the Spellbreaker gets held up on the next turn, so that we don't take a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, he's got all the tricks. Look at that. Lightning strike to the face. Hits me for 4, 6, 8. Nearly dead. We have to hold up here, because if we don't, we die. Will he attack? He will. I'm doing this because I think he's got something in hand that will just kill me. Oh, I hate red deck wins. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Right. Let's go again. Because I have 1,500 hours combined on all Trackmanias now and still play almost daily. Nice. Nice. I feel like we're not getting any turn 1 Lanois. Or if we are, they're just dying. Choking on my water. So Incubation Druid out first. Not getting out of gold, not a chance. So we go Mountain next. And then Spellbreaker, I think. Get some power out on the field while we have a chance. Search for his counters out. Powerful card. Try and force him to use some removal on this. Auto Erasure. Probably gets rid of the boar, I think. Probably doesn't want to see that boar come down. Yeah. Ball goes. Rootbound Crag. And then I think we just go straight for the face. Hit him for 4, and then we'll hold up the Incubation Druid for a adapt at the end of his turn. No, looks like we're going to sink all the way to the bottom of gold, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a shame, considering how well this deck has worked today. It just doesn't seem to be working since the season switched over. Really struggling. But we keep playing. You know, that's what we did to get to Diamond. We just kept playing. Yeah, sure. So he takes the Crisis. Probably. Yeah. Higgy, if you're still watching, this will happen constantly. If you're playing Best of One again, this will happen constantly now. I don't know why, but the double Thought Erasure seems to come out every single game regardless if you play this deck. And I'm not just being salty about that. We've got plenty of times that it's come out. So we can do 1, 2, and then do a Crisis for 6. There's our Crisis for 6. 6/6 flyer. We've done well there. Done really well. If he probably gets an extra land, goes Kaya. Oh, he's not going to go Kaya's Wrath. Okay, sure. I was going to say, he needs to kill something, otherwise he loses. We Breeding Pool, I think. And then... do 1, 2... do this for 5. see if we can keep something on the battlefield. I have a feeling he does have Kaya's Wrath, but he knew he could stagger it, and he will do it this turn. But he needs to do something now about it. Okay, there we go, right. So sometimes in those kind of situations you can really outpace them, force them to play on turn, and that's really helpful for when we're playing, because obviously it means we don't have to worry about the counterspell, assuming they're playing on turn. All the way to the bottom of gold tier 3. Madness. Madness. No turn 1. We'll go with the Stomping Ground, we're going to Rootbound and Incubation Druid. So you assume Esper doesn't play Negates, right? Oh, this is Drake's anyway, so... Okay, the Thought Erasure, turn... Oh, sorry, it's Grixis, not Drake's. So Thought Erasure straight away. Domri out. And we can +1 Domri. And then get the other Incubation Druid out. So does he have the second Thought Erasure? Seems to be quite a common thing. There you go. Every single game. I don't know how they managed to do it, but every single game it happens, so just one of those things, I guess. Yeah, it's not a coincidence, mate. It'll be something to do with the Shuffler. Absolutely.
The only authority that I recognise is chaos.
So you'll have removal for the Raise Boar, I think. Here's Bolus. Well, that doesn't really matter to us because we can fight with Domri.
When I'm finished here, there'll be nothing left but dust.
So we will see. Okay, so he goes Ogre of Bolus. We seem to do pretty well against Grixis, actually, you know. Raska's Contempt, but he doesn't have enough mana to play it. Yeah, we seem to do pretty well against Grixis, usually. Because they always do that turn 4 Bolus. And by that point I have something out and I just fight it and it goes. Or force him to block. Because the turn 4 Bolus is to try and keep up. Couple of wins. That's good. Keep us away from the bottom of gold 3. Yeah, this'll do. Got stuff to play. Stuff. Thought Erasure. Turn 1. Turn 2, rather. Without fail. Without fail, every single time. So what does he want to get rid of? Rekindling Phoenix, right? That's got to be the one. Yeah. I'm sure he would have loved to have taken the incubation druid there, but I'm not sure that would have been the correct move. So has he got another one? Ooh. Oh, wow, he runs mainboard negate. Okay. Sure. I mean, that's mostly fine for the majority of my deck. Like, if he wants to run mainboard negates, that's fine. We shall see what else he has soon enough. Does he want to play something, I think, is his questioning at the moment. Or does he just want to hold up? So he's got something else. And just draw it out. I think maybe I should have gone haste there. We could have drawn all 4 spellbreakers. Hits him for 7. Big damage. I don't know where elf comes out. That takes us up to 5 mana. Ooh, Ritual of Soot. Nice.
What a glorious day! Come and destroy!
So he doesn't know what we've got left in our hand just yet. He uses the Vraska's Contempt.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Go for the 4/4. Does he have removal? Probably. It seems like he is purely removal. He's dumped a Liliana Dreadhorde into the bin. There's the Krasis for 3. For the Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, take the action. Go get a second red. Seems we needed it anyway. Goes for Assassin's Trophy again. He's got all of the removal. Sure, give me 3. Yeah, sure. I don't think we're going to have anything on the field, to be honest. He's got a lot of removal. A lot. Yeah. I think we go and look for a Carnage Tyrant, to be honest. I think that's our best bet. So we just tap all of the mana in his end phase. Not much I can do about that. Big crisis. We could even try and put something out to block. I think that's what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Maybe try and get a Phoenix. We can get a Phoenix. There he is. Cheeky combat trick. See if he blocks this. He does not. This is sweet. I like this. This is working out a lot better than I thought it would. I don't think we have anything in the deck to deal with that, do we? It just has to die. So you play search for his counter. Sure. And then does he attack? Can't go and search up Ronus and win, unfortunately. We've used all of our haste creatures, so we just kind of have to hit them and hope. Hit them and hope. Race them. This is sweet. I like this. I'm going to get another one of these. I think this is really cool. It helps you dig through the... This might be better than Finale. I think it's better than Finale. I think that's what it needs to take the place of. Finale's not good enough or quick enough, really. Look at this. All alive. Pig. Goodness me. That's mad, that, innit? Just so much removal. Crazy amount of removal. Take action. Put him back in. We'll have him back, please. But he can't swing out. He can't swing. Oh, he can. Okay. So he's got something. That'll do. I wonder if he's got something to remove that. He's got something. He's definitely got something. Try and block the damage. He needs to block, well, all of it really. Yes! Look at that! Get a second round, sorry, I can't wait. I haven't got a wild card. I haven't got a wild card for it. So that is good. I like that. Should we draw one? Should we go get a pack? Let's just go draw around us. Let's stay easy, kid. Another Ugin. It's like me 10th Ugin. Heed it. We are 2 away. Oops, all Ugin. So do we get rid of Finale of Devastation? I think we do. We have never ever gotten to the point where X is 10 or more. And Vivian's Arc Bow, because it's an artifact, it's kind of difficult to get rid of for most standard removal decks, so I think we get rid of this. We can go up for another one of these. That's enough. And then what else do we want? Because we've got a space. You put our Grazer back in for now? I think we put our Grazer back in to try and get those turn 1 plays going. Because now that we've got something we can actually dump the Grazer to. It's not so bad when we draw it off the top. This was mad. Absolutely mad. This is just like an engine that keeps me going. Grazer best card, yeah. I like that turn 1 play, man. I like that turn 1 play. What can I say? I'm just going to update tapped out. Get rid of the Finale. Because I thought Finale was a really good idea. But by the time... And it is sometimes, you know, we've seen it be useful, go and fetch a card and stuff like that. But because of the 2 extra mana, and the fact that you can just dump things off the top with Vivian's, constantly as well, you can do it more than once, it makes it way more effective. And the second half of Finale, we never get to use, because by that point it's entirely irrelevant. He's either cleared our board and we've conceded, or we've won. So, did that work? Yeah, it did, yeah. So, double Vivian's Arc Bow. Something new and fresh to try out. Something new and fresh to try out. Right off the top. That turn one play going. You like bow? You like arc bow? Here's all the arc bows. I'm still not going to deviate that much. Arc bow is great, sure, but ramp is most important here. Because we get one more land, we can put Ilhag out. There you go. Turn 3 Ilhag. Ramp's still the important, like, thing here. Turn 3 Pig! If we draw something big off the top, we might just win this game. It depends what kind of removal he's got. A cast down isn't going to help him here, but he could have another land drop. He could play like a Mortify or something like that. You know, let's not get too excited. So what does he do here? He's 1 mana off Kaya's Wrath. Does he decide to counter this? If he does, I'll hold the other creatures up for Incubation Druid. He does. Okay. Maybe I just get the other one through. I think I just go for the other one. Get it down. So he gets the counter spell off, but we got, you know, absorb for a Vivian's Arcbow and then getting one down straight away is okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Put him back in the deck. Yeah, I think we still want to get Incubation Druid down. Passing to his turn. We can still do this for 2 if we need, but I just don't really want to. I'd rather have some form of ramp out. He's looking at my graveyard, so maybe he's got a Kaya or something. To our turn. Okay. We're going to pass back to him again. So we're going to, in response, we're going to do this for 5. And get the pig god out. Because we know he's on the top there. Unless we see something more interesting, but I doubt we do. Yeah, Pig God comes in. So does he survive through this next turn? It's for the thought erasure, okay. Sure. Puts a Teferi in. Yep. Could actually throw the Llanowar Elf out here, but I don't want to. I want to hold it. What could he have? Nah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna decline, even though it would take me to like the right amount of damage in for like a 2-hit win. I want to hold it. Goes for another Kaya's Wrath. Take that action. Can we find anything for 4? So we have to find a Phoenix, right? Nope, nothing. That's the problem. If I haven't got that 5th land, it becomes very problematic to play off the top. So he's had double Kaya's Wrath. Does he get triple Kaya's Wrath? He does not. He goes for Search for his counter, plays all of his blue. If you use the arc bow, did you just send the piggy to the bottom of the deck? Yeah, I probably did actually, you know. Yeah, that's a good point. That's something I've got to be really careful of. But it doesn't matter too much because I didn't know I was going to draw the Llanowar Elves anyway, and I didn't have a 5th land, so I wouldn't have been able to play it regardless when it came out. But yes, you are correct. We need to be very careful of that. Does he have another removal for this? I bet he does. Oh! Uses the Mortify on it. All the removal. There's our 5th land. Get a ton of stuff out of the deck now. Go for a 6th actually. We'll go for a 6th because that means that lets us get Carnage Tyrant. Narset. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. I mean, sure, yeah. How do I cancel this? How do I cancel this action? Or can I not? If I just do like pay 20, will it just give me the option to cancel it? Yeah, well, yeah, there we go. Now, he's got Counterspell up, right? So I don't want to give him the chance to absorb something and gain life. He gets something. What we're going to do is we're going to try and get a Carnage Tyrant out in his turn and hit him with it. Carnage Tyrant is so difficult to get rid of. Even that won't stop it. It's the whole reason why I've got 2 in the deck. There he is. Can he do anything to stop the damage? I wonder what he's got. You digging? It's a hard situation to get out of with Carnage Tyrant. Vivian's arc bow is the trick, boys. Who was it on Reddit that gave me that idea? What was his name? BattleRoy56. Nice one, mate. It's an excellent idea. It's way better than Finale. GG. Oh, it wasn't a Ronan or Ronus or whatever his name is. I definitely think we got lucky drawing 2 in the opening hand that we could just go, here you go, you counter 1 and then I'll just drop another one anyway, and makes it very difficult to get rid of. Sure, let's go for this. Oh, he's White Weenie. Yes. So we are going to go with the counter here. The counter on the Spellbreaker, I mean. What else does he drop then? He's got another one. Just to play all the cards. Three for 5, he's got 6 permanents, he needs 10 for Ascend. 7, 8. What else can he get? Just blow the rest of his hand, I guess. Ah. There we go. That slows us down. This is a really horrible card because it slows us down massively, unfortunately. 3 gets us a Planeswalker.
Duels are for push knobs. Let's just... Oh, I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
Nothing else we can play with that, unfortunately. Going to be difficult for us to get around this because he has Ascend now. So he's definitely going to get Domri. Yeah, I can't see how we win this. It just not the cards aren't lining up to the point where I need to, where I can like get something out. If I wasn't drawing a million Planeswalkers and I had like another land, I'd be okay. But I think this is over, so I'm going to concede. They're not really good weenies, actually, Higgy. I think that it's a pretty bad deck, in my opinion. It entirely relies on the opponent, like, underpacing. Like, if you have, like, a Cry of the Carnarium and Esper, for example, by turn 3, you're going to get rid of all of that. You know, that's or the majority of it, anyway. The majority of that is just gone. Or even turn 4 with a Kaya's Wrath, it's all gone. Even against my deck, if I was pacing properly, that was incredibly janky. It just did, like, 4 planeswalkers came out. We saw 1 Llanowar elf and then 2 big creatures and only 3 land. So we could have, if we'd like paced properly, we could have competed easily there. Andy was lucky to get his exile in the opening hand as well. Well, I guess not lucky. I mean, that's the way it goes, isn't it? So, but even if he'd exiled that one thing and we'd have paced properly, I think we would have been absolutely fine. So we'll go Forest Llanowar Elves, Root Bancrag into Domri. Oh, he's on the play. Okay, so he's playing green-white tokens, I think, which might give us some time to actually build up. Growth Spiral, or is he playing Reclamation, maybe?
You call it anarchy. Come and destroy. As usual.
Okay, so we go turn 3 Boar. Or do we go turn 3 Hydra? Oh, we can't go turn 3 Hydra, we haven't got blue yet.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Yeah, I think we go Boar. And then we can go Hydra after that, because we can let him, even if he hits Domri for 5, I have no problem with that, because, well, actually, probably don't want him to hit Domri for 5. Because I kind of want this Bioessence Hydra to come out. So he's got no land left up. We're absolutely just going to run through him now. I think we go...
We won't answer our guilds.
I think we go Rekindling Phoenix here. And get that attacker in, and then we can get Bioessence Hydra out. Sure. Hydrocrisis, yeah. Yeah, that was... So there you go, that's pacing properly for this deck. That's how we do it. We go land, Llanowar Elf, or, you know, land Incubation Druid, and get like a Planeswalker out. Even if we get like a Hydra out by, like a pig out by turn 5 and hit with a Hydra on turn 6, it's still incredibly early for that much damage to come out. Stupidly powerful. GG. 11 power for 5 CMC. Well, it's 4, isn't it? But you're building into the mechanic of, well, you know, we cheat it out with the pig, and it's already tapped an attack, and so it gets around counter, and then it's entered the battlefield, still trigger, so it gets the counters, and it's got trample. It's just like all of the abilities kind of stack up a bit. This is super janky. I'm gonna take it. Vivian's Arcbow feels tons more playable than Finale. It feels way more playable. Shame we didn't have a Llanowar there, but, you know, we'd take what we get. Rootbound Crag out. Go for Incubation Druid. Get a Rekindling Phoenix out next if we so desire. If Incubation Druid sticks around. Might not, might just have a Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure? Thought Erasure? Oh, okay. That's new, but yeah, sure. Well, there's our Vivian's Arcbow. Might as well get it out, then we can use it later. We do need more land though. Deck. If you could, please. There's the Thought Erasure. Okay, so what's he going to get rid of? It's quite a difficult choice, this. I suspect probably Phoenix if he doesn't have any Exile in hand. Because that's the next thing that's going to come out. And it's difficult to get rid of. Our old favourite Thought Erasure. I knew he had one. I knew he had one. They always have one. But we can still win this. Still within reach. We do need to top deck some lands though, I think. He goes for Ronus. So I assume he's got some kind of exile in hand, right? Here's our land off the top. That's good. So does he have removal for this? Like, does he have, like, exile removal? Oh, there's his fourth, so he gives Vraska's Contempt now, right? The sequencing on the Thought Erasure into Vraska's Contempt seems pretty good. Attack! Hit him for 4. +3, -3. Nice. So, next removal. Gonna use another removal on the totem. Is he gonna wait? We've got 5 mana. Oosh. Nice. I think in response we put this out. I want to read this card though. Okay, sure. Just resolve it, yeah. Oh, he puts his own cards into the bin, okay, sure. I thought he was going to put mine in. No, we can go for 5. Huh, okay, sure. The Llanowar Elf. Does give us mana though, you know, like he's ready to go. We can look at the top 6 next time. I think Bioessence Hider probably goes next. Who baby? Oh yeah, that is, I can't do anything about that.
multiverse in
Yep.
mind.
That should not be 5 mana. Like, why is it 5 mana? Okay. Tyrant. And then he +1s and makes me discard this, so he's gonna make me play off the top now. What is that voice line? No! Oh my god, that's funny. So we go hit bolus, right? You know, like. So he got rid of Ronus earlier, which is a bit disappointing, but you know. Hit him!
Mere scratches.
Mere scratches. But the good news is, now that we've only got one thing in hand, he's going to try and make us, you know, do that, but we can respond in kind to it. The boar! He's here! Oh, you have to exile a... Oh, it's in your hand or a permanent you control. Ugh.
I have other schemes to attend.
Get rid of this land.
No weakness I cannot exploit.
Good job reading card. Bolus is full of voice lands, yeah. Ugh. Nasty. But he has to get a blocker out now, right? Because otherwise I just get rid of this next turn. So professional. Thanks, Baka. Baka's my second biggest fan. Well, it's obviously not going to be the Carnage Tyrant, is it? I wonder if he's got another one of them. If he's got another one of them, it's probably over, I think. No, but he does have a blocker. But that's fine because it's got haste and we can just throw it at Bolus. Sure, as long as Bolus isn't there, that's all I care about, really.
From existence.
Existence! What is that? Oh, those voice lines are so bad. They're so bad. Just draw whatever, something about. Oh, he had to target his own creature with that. Oh, he can double up now though. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Just attack with everything. I really do not care anymore. I'm bored of this match already. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant goes, that's fine. I had to sacrifice a land, I don't even know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Even holding up, like, he just goes Nickel Ballless twice. Yeah, man, I'm done. I'm done with that matchup. 5 mana Nickel Ballless is too strong. It's way too strong. I haven't got enough to deal with it. We'll go on to the next one. That's a bit of a shame. Where the hell did he get 30 health from? It is from it's the 5 cost, deal 4 damage, gain 4 life, mill 4 cards, amass 4 for 5 mana. I definitely feel like, because there's such a huge power spike here, we're sitting in a really weird place in the meta. Yeah, he did that twice, yeah. He probably got some lifelink from elsewhere as well. We're sitting in such a weird place in the meta we need to we need like another set that's just as powerful, so that we have like a blanket options, bring all the other decks up to its level, I think. Because there are some cards that are, once they hit, they're incredibly hard to deal with. Incredibly hard. Breeding Pool into Llanowar else, into Mountain, into Behemoth Beckoner. Oh, here we go. Grixis thing. Whatever it is. What's it called? Grixis Amass. Llanowar. So it's got First Strike. Maybe you should have gone with Grazer there, actually, you know. But that doesn't get me... That doesn't get me ramp, so... Gutter Bones! I love this deck.
Krakens, leviathans, octopuses, I love to make a splash.
Get our 0-3 out. Look at that, Ned. There's none. Yeah, you paid for that. Haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player or a planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies. Oh. Sure, we just block this, right? Weird as this looks,
Duels of proportionals. Let's just fight.
this is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, there'll be nothing but dust there when I'm done. No, no! Put me back in!
That's fine. He's got so much loyalty. Doesn't really matter. I wanted to get rid of that 1/1 because it's really mad. Like, if it gets through and it hits you, it just starts building up its counters. Block for 2. Take 1.
Let's get moving.
I'm struggling to do stuff here to really get enough mana out. I feel like I just haven't got any... yes, that's one of the ideas with Kiora Higgy. You can have like 4 mana source up and then untap a land, because it just untaps target permanent. It's just anything, so you can just untap a land if you want. It works with just a small land base as well, but yeah. Oh, it's Judith. It's Judith. Judith makes this really difficult because it's just an anthem. Can't block it either. Oh, don't know why I'm not passing. Take 5 instead of 6. Yep. So we can go red, untap.
One drop ripples and grows.
Go for pig. Draw a card. Play a land. Finally got a land. I don't know if this is going to be enough though. He has so much damage out. I think if we survive this turn, so we can block one thing. He goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This dies, deals 1 damage to me. Dead. Over. Yeah, should have gone Hydro Crisis. Stupid mistake. Stupid mistake. That was the turning point. That was the point where I needed to play Crisis, because it would have gained me life. It would have gained me enough life to just stay alive. But I don't think it was winnable anyway, because we're talking about getting rid of Judith, not having any real removal outside of Domri. So it was only going to delay it by like a couple of turns, maybe, I think. Maybe even just 1 turn. Might have just been 1 turn, I think. So we would have gained a couple of life and stayed alive, but he was going to play another thing, and he would have he's got more than enough stuff to deal with me. Yeah, this is fine. I haven't played a Crisis all day, I don't think. Really need to start utilising that more. Breeding pool into Llanowar Elves. Is this Edgy Weenies? Yeah, essentially. That's the new Rakdos deck. Is they've found enough stuff in the new set to be able to kill you incredibly quickly. But it takes a couple of turns to get going. It's not perfect. Like I've beaten it before, several times. It just depends on luck of the draw, really. So. Kiora next.
Why do I love Krakens? Just can't kill myself.
And then we can go into Pig. Pig turn 3. Seems pretty good. As long as he doesn't shock my Llanowar. It's the Dreadhoard Butcher. So that's going to be a 2-2. So same thing again, right? Wait, how long has the Twitch... it's just an extension. It's an extension that I've got on.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
That's better, isn't it? Get the pig out, get the draw engine going. Yes, you have stuff, but how much stuff do you have? Okay. There's Judith. Pretty cool extension. I remember Wizards trying that in Paper Magic Tournament. A lot harder though in Paper, I imagine. Yeah, because the you know, it's just giving you like a target on the screen, isn't it? It's a bit strange for my my what you call it like stream, because I can't put like objects over the screen. I want people to be able to read the cards and stuff. We're going to get our ramp out. As much stuff out as fast as we can. Big things. So you're going to double block the pig and then shoot for 1? Oh no, it's not. It's just going to take a ton of damage. Sure. Got 3 damage. Equal to its power to any target. Okay, yeah. So a raise ball hits the bin. I think. We still have plenty of life left, so got to be kind of careful what we do next. Backer says, but for some reason someone always has to remind you to turn it on. It's because it doesn't have a startup option. Oh, look at that. We don't have anything left up to defend this. I'm not going to block that. I don't see any point in sacrificing the druid for it.
You're making me crabby.
Yeah, that'll do. Now I can use the incubation druid to block. Carnage Tyrant's so difficult to get rid of. It's going to force him to hold things back. We can play a huge Hydro Crisis on the next turn as well. Is he going to attack with it? He certainly is. I mean, I'm fine with him doing this. It's still okay. I still have 5 mana to put the pig out if he wants to kill that. And I got rid of Judith. Judith's gone now. Oh, secondary Judith. Last one. Okay, third pig.
I love to make a splash.
Play this for X for 5. So many pigs. Many pigs. Yeah. No attacks. Need to hold stuff up. If he wants to hit me, that's fine. Kiora's there, tempting him with the 1 life. I knew he'd do it. I knew he would. I think he's got a lightning bolt or something.
Tides always rise again.
No? Okay, sure. Mountain. Boar. Druid. Hits him in the air for 5. Attacking forces. Next turn, lethal with flying. Yeah. We have so much stuff we can hold up now. It's like, and the reason I'm not attacking with the Carnage Tyrant is because the easiest way for him to deal with Carnage Tyrant is to just block everything and then just dump his hand out there. Give this one haste. Give this one a counter. Lethal will get through. I hope. 3 with hexproof. Ilhag is legendary, no double pig action. No, unfortunately not. That'd be madness, wouldn't it? So much damage. Yeah, the pig is there because, you know, it's trying to spread it out through the deck, but, you know, as a 3 of, but, GG backer. So sometimes it does double up. I don't think I've ever seen it triple up before, but, you know, sometimes that happens. DG Arena shuffling, yeah, man. Well, I mean, it's not happened that often, so, like, you could say that that's fairly normal. That's going to happen once in a while, right? You know, you're going to see that occasionally. The shuffling stuff that gets me agitated is like when you see double thought erasure from your opponent every other game or whatever. Stuff that you shouldn't see. You know, stuff that should be, or not that you shouldn't see, but that should be less regular than it already is. Oh, Galter's decided to make an appearance, has he? Dreadhorde Arcanist, I know what this deck is. So this is one of the new cards that the it's like it's not, is it? But it's like Temur spells or something. This when it attacks, you cast target instant or sorcery, convert a mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist's power from the graveyard without paying its mana cost. So I think they play lots of like small buffs and stuff. So that what he does is he attacks, or like you buff him, then he attacks, and the buff is in the graveyard at this point. So you can just bring it back and buff him again, or whatever it might be. Big. So we can cheat out Galter next turn. Bought into Dino. Oh yeah, baby. But the thing is, have you seen this? Like, even when this comes out, this becomes a 2-cost now. All I've done is play a few creatures, and that's it. This is a 2-cost. 12/12 with trample. So hopefully Boar stays there, you know. We kind of want him to. He goes for the second Dreadhorde. So we go Domri here.
It's a beautiful day for chaos, isn't it?
I know, man. Poor lad.
No more getting pushed around.
Get the buff off Domri as well, make it a 13/12. Ah, he's not got money lands either. He's pretty screwed on that front. Yeah, man. There we go. So he's plenty of paths to victory. It's just a case of it can't be jank. -3 is 7 for me, not 0. So you've got the bird as well. It's all creatures, right? And then you go put Domri out, and it gives everything +1 attack. So it's the total power of the creatures, and that ends up taking it over the X limit, and you're just left with the two green. Well, let's see if we win another one. Let's see if we get back up to gold 2. I feel like the arc bow has won us a couple of games tonight, and I feel like that's a really solid improvement over finale. Really happy with that. Good suggestion. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I think once you get it in that scenario where you're just playing off the top, it helps you keep going. Oh man, can you imagine if we'd had a Lanoir there? That would have been so good. Healer's Hawk. Oh, he must have drawn that off the top. Okay, now I can't read. I always read it as total amount of creatures you control. No. Total power. And it's you basically you reduce X as well, so you can't eat into the 2 green, if that makes sense. We can't block a flyer here, so we're going to go for pig. Maybe a game wave, put a +1/+1 counter, so he gets a counter, takes him 2, 3, 3, and then we go pig, which stops the Pride Mate attacking, at least, unless he has exile. If he has exile, we are looking pretty screwed, but yeah. If he doesn't have the exile, we are okay. We attack with Carnage Tyrant, we hold the Incubation Druids up. Sure. He attacks for 4. Oh no, he's going to attack with both. Okay. Oh, has he got a... Oh, he's got a thing! He's got a thing! No, he's got a thing! Ah, damn. Yeah, put that into the deck. Because he gained life before it as well. This is mad. What is this? This is madness. This is absolute madness. What is going on? I'm getting beat by White Weenie here. And we had a good start as well. I can't not block this. I can't not block that. Oh, give over. I have never seen a deck like that before. Pure, just explosive, like, lifelink combos. He missed a turn as well. That bird came out on turn 2, and he still got me. Damn. Yeah, but, I mean, you say that, but how many combat tricks can you name off the top of your head that cost 1 white mana? You will be able to name 0, I guarantee it. Like, there's hardly any. There's hardly any. Hardly any that are worth playing anyway, but clearly that guy has found a deck that works anyway, so, yeah. Lanoir! Woo! 5-9 already. Rootbound into Kiora. Let's get this going. Let's get this party going. Boar next, please. Sure. Okay. For the yeah.
Let's get moving.
Ball comes in, draw a card. Can attack with Phoenix here and play a Crisis. Ooh, okay. Okay. Bedevil. We do see that occasionally. Sure.
I ebb and flow with battle.
Go with a forest.
One drop ripples and grows.
Crisis for 4. Get 2 cards. There's Pig. He's here. So we are drawing cards. We got more lands coming out as well. So what an odd deck this is. It's like he's half white weenie, half white weenie, half the other thing that we saw, the Rakdos deck.
Ocean surges, life thrives.
He's got so much stuff I need to like hold things up to kill it. This is madness. So he probably goes for Kiora now. I feel like he's got so many cards as well. He's played like, yeah, he's got all four. I guess it's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. So I think here we go Domri.
Oh, I look forward to seeing you.
Then I think we go for I kind of want to go for Rekindling Phoenix here. So we've got something sticky on the field. So there's a... You can get another one of these out. And then we can fight something. What can we fight? Kinda want this to die.
Oh, there'll be nothing but dust left when I'm done.
Yeah. Hits him for 5. Look, the guy, lady in the street freaking the she tweedies. Fight the woman. Oh god. Oh dear. I do not condone violence against women. We'll have none of that. Bedevil off the top again. Okay. That's a bit annoying that he's managed to get the double removal. But deal with it. He can kill both of the planeswalkers, and he can kill a Rekindling Phoenix. Oh my god. Why doesn't he just kill me? Why didn't he just kill me? Oh, he's realised now. So he can hit me for... He's got 5 tokens. It's not going to happen, is it? I just can't see this happening. Yep. So I think he can get rid of one thing on the next turn, which is why I'm going to play Carnage Tyrant, assuming he gets rid of one thing. I can't beat him yet, but I can if he swings again. If he gets rid of one thing, I can block all of his stuff. Shouldn't have blocked with the other. No, I wouldn't have had the damage, no. What does that do?
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Okay, sure. I'll sacrifice Rekindling Phoenix and the 4/4 creatures.
Death.
Can I hit him with the Spellbreaker with haste and get enough through? So it's 7, 11, call that 10, he blocks 1, 15, yeah, I can do it. Nice. Whew! He messed up. That when he didn't target his damage at my face, that cost him the game. GG. Right, guys. I think that's it for the stream tonight. So I know yesterday I said I wasn't going to come on. I know that's a tilted. That's an instant escape. That'd be me off the stream straight away, that one. But it's nice to be on the delivering end of that for once, I think. You know, delivering that to someone rather than receiving it is much better. Now, yesterday, I was a bit tilted off the face of the earth, and I said I wasn't going to do a stream on Saturday. I'm also out. I'm at Play Expo in Manchester on Saturday as well, so I am going to be busy. But it looks like I'm going to be able to get back in time for an evening stream rather than an afternoon stream. So Saturday evening, probably around 5, 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. I'll tweet it out and make sure that everybody knows about it. Put it in all the usual channels and stuff. And we'll just continue where we left off today. So yeah, cheers for coming out, guys. Appreciate it. Higgy says the date. Nice one. Baka says bye-bye. Have a nice day. You too, Baka. And thanks to everyone else who's come out the stream. We've got 8 viewers in. Got a few people lurking. So I appreciate the support, guys. Higgy says thanks for the stream. You are most welcome, man. I hope you like what you see. And if you want to join me in the Pig God ramp, then feel free. You've got the link. Right. See you soon, guys. Have a good one.